Welcome in to the Merrifield Sportsbook Show, folks. It is Super Bowl weekend. We have reached the finale of the football season. It is going to be the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Folks, we are not going to talk about anything else today except this game. Matt Merrifield, Justin Walsh, Jade Coster, myself, Nick Burt, joining you once again for this very super-sized edition of the Merrifield Sportsbook Show. Matt, we'll go to you first. How are you doing on this Thursday?
Can't complain. A great day filled of watching Estonia curling and France, Italy women's hockey, where the broadcaster is saying 1 out of every 6 players to touch the puck, and watching my point guard kick people for half the game yesterday before eventually getting a technical foul, which is all around great stuff. But hey, the Spartans are favored by 1.5 on Saturday afternoon for some reason. And we do this every year. But I love that Grayson Allen plays for my basketball team. It's a great time, guys.
Jay Walsh, how are you doing on this Thursday evening as we approach Super Bowl Sunday?
We're doing all right. Obviously, as Matt alluded to, not a great time to be a Michigan State basketball fan, but this time of year never is. I don't know why all of us are continually surprised when in late January, early February, this team plays like absolute dog shit for like a 3 to 4 game stretch, because it happens every year. So I have very mixed feelings about the game against Illinois. It would be very MSU of them to go in and just absolutely control that game. But obviously with the way that they're playing right now, who the hell knows? Aside from that, doing all right. Just got back from simulator golf not too long ago. Had a pretty solid round. So, we're feeling good. We're ready to talk some Super Bowl prop bets.
Jay, how are you doing on this Thursday in Chicago?
Yeah, also doing all right. I mean, we're talking the Super Bowl. I don't know. I'm not really excited for it, to be honest with you. It's like this just doesn't have a lot of hype around it. Like, 2 teams I don't really care about. Like, I'm excited to watch K9, I guess. I'm cheering for him, but I'm more excited. I'm more looking forward to the basketball game this weekend, to be honest with you. I'll watch it, obviously. I just don't, it just doesn't have a lot of juice this year for some reason. But overall, pretty good.
Jay, will you be watching Big East basketball on Fox tomorrow, or the opening ceremonies from Milan?
Big East basketball. I'm sorry, I'm not watching much of the Olympics except for hockey. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe the bobsled. But what time does the opening ceremony start?
I think 8. Well, technically it's at 4 in the morning or whatever tomorrow.
2 p.m.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll watch the bobsled. Why not? But I don't know. It's the Olympics.
Shout out Valcata scheduling the Big East's biggest game of the season.
To be fair,
up against the opening ceremony.
To be fair, Nick, where is the overlap of Big East basketball fan and opening ceremony, Olympics opening ceremony? Because the Olympic opening ceremonies is
stupid.
Stupid. I guess that's probably the best way to put it. The type of person to watch Big East basketball, especially St. John's basketball, and to watch the opening ceremonies doesn't overlap, other than the fact that most St. John fans are Italian and the Olympics are in Italy. That's where the similarities end. I mean, truly. You might be more Italian to watch Rick Pitino, in my opinion. But
wow, that is incredible analysis right there. That's what you come to the Merrifield Sportsbook Show for. So, folks, let's just get straight into it. I'm going to hand over the reins to Matt Merrifield as he has constructed the 2026 edition of the Merrifield Sportsbook Show Super Bowl prop bet selection show.
Yes, the big game. I don't know. We don't make money off of this show, so I'm not sure what the legality is of saying Super Bowl. But
I'm an owner of an NFL team. It counts. We can say
there we go. Well, that NFL team hasn't. Well, actually, never mind. No, your favorite NFL team hasn't played in the Super Bowl, but the Packers have. Never mind. Sorry.
Just a few of them, unfortunately.
Just a few. almost like the game's named after, or the trophy's named after the guy. Anyways, let's get it started. Before the game even starts, national anthem. Charlie Puth is singing this year. Are we all familiar with Charlie Puth, Nick?
Got nothing for you.
Jay, you definitely know who Charlie. You've seen Fast and Furious, right?
I have, yeah.
The song "See You Again" with Wiz Khalifa. Charlie Puth is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
That's
Okay.
why you know who Charlie Puth is, Nick.
yeah, that was the class song of the 8th grade graduating class of St. Lawrence class of 2020 or 2015. Sorry.
Well, that guy, the white guy singing in that song, is Charlie Puth.
Ah, okay.
That because you specified that it's the white guy, I need to see Wiz Khalifa
Okay.
doing the national anthem ahead of the Super Bowl. I need to see it.
Maybe he'll be a guest for Bad Bunny. But anywho, over under 2 minutes, 119.5 is the line. Over under minus 110 either way. How are we feeling? Last year was controversial, if I'm not mistaken. It was right on the number, and people disputed whether or not the final note went over or not. So I'm going, you know what? Charlie Puth has respect for the troops. We're going under 2 minutes this year. And also keep in mind, the anthem is normal playing audio is a minute. So this person has to stretch it out, has to make it twice as long. I'm going Charlie Puth under.
I'm also going to go under. I think Charlie Puth's going to be relatively straightforward and to the point. I don't think he's going to be really going for all the embellishment and all the vocal runs and stuff like that. I think it could get relatively close just because, I mean, we do have a long anthem and I don't think he's going to be rushing through it by any means. But like Matt said, you basically have to double the standard time to sing it. And I don't think he's going to get there. So I could see this being somewhere around like 100 to 110 seconds. So I'm going to go with the under here as well.
I'll go with the under as well. I think it keeps it straight and to the point. I mean, I just that's a long time, like 110 seconds. So I'll go under.
Give me the over because, Matt, you mentioned, I guess, the only song that I know by this dude.
Or-
This dude stretches out the beginning of the song already. Like, it's like he's like, it's been a long day or something like that. And that's like 10 seconds long already. And then at the end, it's like, see you again. And then the end keeps going on for like 15 minutes, it feels like. So give me the over.
All right. Minus 110 odds. Great juice to get you kicked off before the day even starts. Following the national anthem, it takes us into the coin toss, minus 104 either way. Heads or tails? Jay.
Heads.
Damn it, Jay. It's
Give me
Nick.
tails.
Mr. Walsh.
I got to go heads here. I'm not a fan of tails never fails.
Well, you're wrong. Give me tails as well, minus 104. I wish I kept track of which ones won last year. Probably should
Well,
do that.
that we are right on the percentages. We're split 50-50 here. So we as a show are on the percentage.
Continuing on, to win the coin toss and win the game, so you have to do both. Seahawks are plus 260. The Patriots are 310. Do we have any interest in taking any of these?
So I do not, because I actually have very strong feelings about this. I think the Patriots are going to win the toss, and I think the Seahawks are going to win the game. So I would not take either of these. But if I had to, I'll go Seahawks because I think they're going to win the game. But I think it's going to be Patriots win the toss, Seahawks win the game.
The Patriots are the home team, correct? Even though they're wearing white.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Seahawks get the call. Okay.
I can go Seahawks here. I think the Seahawks are going to win, but yeah, I mean, might as well have some fun with it. Throw some little dough on that. I'll go Seahawks plus 260.
I don't care for the numbers here. I'd just pass it. So let's move on here.
I wouldn't bet this either way. I don't have any interest in this one. Could not find odds on first play from scrimmage, unfortunately, but it'll probably be a run. Moving on, this one I love. Total fourth down conversions over 1.5, minus 113 either way. Mr. Walsh.
Over.
I'm going
This
over
is-
as well. I mean, both these coaches will be aggressive. Vrabel will. I know Mike McDonald this year. I think they have the least amount of fourth down calls, but it's the
By a
Super
lot.
Bowl. Yeah, but
This
it's
is-
this also the Super Bowl. This is where you have to get aggressive. So
I'm gonna tail Mike Merrifield. I'm gonna go under because the Seahawks have not they haven't even tried a fourth down in the playoffs so far through their 2 games. I think the Patriots have 3, or I think they have 4 in their 3 games played. Seahawks had by far the fewest 4-point attempts in the regular season, and they're 2 defensive-minded head coaches. I think this is going to be a conservative football game. I'm going to go under 1.5. I think here. I think that's the play. Because last year, 2 offensive-minded head coaches, there were 0 fourth down conversions last year. Now I know it turned into a blowout, but even still, Chiefs were trying to play themselves back into the game, and we had 0 fourth down conversions. So
I'm
-1.
going to change my opinion since Mike Merrifield said under. Give me the under.
Moving on to some more sicko fourth down related picks. Combined distance of made field goals on Sunday. The over-under is 131.5 yards.
well, Jason Myers is one of the best kickers in the league. I can't remember who the Patriots have.
Adam Borgella.
The guy from Miami.
Yeah.
Man. I go under. Jason Myers is really good, but also I don't trust that kicker on New England, so I would go under there.
To get, you'd need what, 300 or 344-yard field goals to hit this number
Yes.
on average, for those that can't do that math. So for the listeners,
I-
on a calculator.
I'm also gonna go. I actually do think this number is going to be very close because I think they are going to kick field goals in this game. Like you said, Matt, they're 2 defensive-minded coaches. I think they're going to be inclined to take the points. I do still think fourth down over is going to hit, but I could very well see 3+ field goals being kicked in this game. So, you know what the hell? I'm going to go over. Give me over 131.5.
I like the over 2. I think we're going to see at least 4 or 5 field goals in this game. So give me the over here. They'll figure it out.
Will we have a kicker as Super Bowl MVP? Have we ever had a kicker as Super Bowl MVP? Nick, I feel like you're the only one that might know the answer to that question.
I feel like the answer is no.
Well, that is not on our show sheet, so I don't know if that's what even the odds would be for that. Maybe I'll look while we continue. But moving on, I'm going under. I think, God, the over feels so good because I feel like this is going to be a sicko field goal fest of a football game. But I'm still going to go under.
Just so we know, a kicker has never been Super Bowl MVP.
Okay,
But
great.
there's a first time for everything.
That is also true. Moving on. What will Sam Darnold do first? Throw a touchdown, which is -295. Throw an INT is +220. Mr. Burt, we'll go to you first.
I mean, it's Sam Darnold on the biggest stage he's ever played on. I kind of want to take the interception. Give it to me. I like the value.
This is the team he saw ghosts against on Monday Night Football.
Exactly. Give me the interception. I love it.
I'm gonna pass. Darnold's played really well every time we're disrespected him. Like, he's usually always played really well, so I'm gonna pass on that.
I have made it clear that I still don't necessarily trust Sam Darnold in moments like this. I think the Seahawks have the better team, so I think they're going to win, but I don't really trust Sam Darnold. I'm going to go interception here. I think it could very well be kind of similar to his first career game against the Lions, in case anyone remembers that, when he threw a pick six on the opening. I believe it was the opening play of the game. He threw a pick six. And then from there, just went on to shred the Lions' lack of a defense under Matt Patricia. I could see it going similarly. So I'm going to go interception here.
I can't believe his game last week or 2 weeks ago against the Rams, 345 yards, was a season high for Sam Darnold. But I'm going to go, if I were to take it, I would throw the interception. I think I'm also in the pass scenario here with Jay. But I would have to lean through interception. I'm leaning towards not trusting Sam Darnold on this stage. Let's talk some Michigan State participants in this Super Bowl. There will be a Spartan Super Bowl champion this year, whether it's Kenneth Walker or Punt God, All Big Ten nominee, two-time All Big Ten nominee, Bryce Behringer. Will a Bryce Behringer result in a touchback at any point? Yes is plus 285. No is minus 400. Vegas thinks that Behringer is going to be reliable and not have a touchback. Mr. Walsh.
I would not bet this because I think the answer is no, and that's terrible value. But never disrespect my punt god ever again. Bryce Behringer, no touchbacks. That's my GOAT.
I'm also going to go no. That's horrible value. Bryce Behringer, love him.
I'm staying away from this because the answer is no, and those are terrible odds. But I will use this moment to shout out another Michigan State special teams player, now Saskatchewan Roughrider, Jonathan Kim. Shout out. Our kicking problems have been solved. Jonathan Kim, thank you.
Bears legend Jonathan Kim.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow. I also have to agree. I think it's a no at minus 400. I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of God, this game is giving me fits. I have no idea what to expect on Sunday. I think it will be entertaining. It's just the score is going to look wonky. We're going to get like a 19-16 type final here in the Bay Area. Moving on, will there be an offensive lineman touchdown at plus 1,800? Any takers? Jayla, how are we feeling? Mike Vrabel, I guess he was a defender, but Mike Vrabel scored a touchdown in 2 different Super Bowls. You got to feel that he's going to try and feed the ball to one of his linemen or something.
No, I can't.
No.
I really want to take yes, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I really want to, but I can't, unfortunately.
I'm out.
If we had a more offensively minded head coach in this game, I would absolutely take yes. But unfortunately, I don't see it happening with either Vrabel or McDonald McDonald.
I'm gonna go. I don't even know what lineman I would expect to even be able to do that. Like, it's not like there's even a guy that these two teams haven't shown a propensity to do it. So I guess I would have to agree with sliding into the safety net of going with a no. Back to special teams, the theme of the show today. Will any kicks hit the upright or crossbar? Speaking of field goals, yes is plus 550. No, minus 800. Any doinks? Let's go to Mr. J.
Or the odds. Let me look at the odds again.
Plus 550 for yes, minus 800 for no.
I could throw a little bit on plus 550 because of that Patriots kicker. I still know his name. I know he's from Miami.
Andy Borregales.
Yeah, I don't trust him at all. I mean, Jason Myers, that's not happening, but Borregales, not built for the moment. So, I throw something on there.
I'm going yes simply because Jay just said Jason Myers definitively won't do it. Because it'll be Jason Myers' first drive of the game. He's going to pound it straight into that right upright, and it's going to break all of America's eardrums. Any other takers?
Sure. I'll put a shekel or two on it.
I'm absolutely taking yes here. I think this is great value for a doink in the Super Bowl. Yeah, give me yes at plus 550.
Moving on. Let's talk halftime show. That won't be controversial at all. And I'm sure nobody in Macomb County will make any comments about anything regarding what it was being worn, what is being sang. Nobody's going to ask, what is he saying about Bad Bunny? You know what? I don't even know I don't even know any of these 5 songs. Does anybody in this chat know any of the 5 songs on here for Bad Bunny first song?
So I don't know these songs. I do have a couple older Bad Bunny songs on my playlist. My question is, and it's the odds that I'm going on here. What are the odds that Nick Burt has ever intentionally or unintentionally heard a Bad Bunny song in his life?
It would have to be unintentional. There's no way he intentionally knows what one of these songs are. Nick, are you aware that this? Are you aware that this guy is the waiter and the caddy in Happy Gilmore 2?
I was only aware of that because you told me that when I said, "Who the hell is this?" when they announced it. You said it's the caddy from Happy Gilmore. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yes. So for those that might know any of his songs, the odds favorite, maybe the first song played, is Titi Me Pregunto. Excuse my Spanish.
I just have to say, I think that was flawless pronunciation, by the way, Matt.
My 6th grade Spanish teacher would be proud. My 4 semesters of French at Michigan State are not helping me right now. Bale, God, I copy and pasted off some website, and the characters are.
Baile inolvidable.
What he said is plus 240. Monaco is plus 300. Alambre Puya is plus 340, and La Madanza is plus 430. We'll go Monaco because it's the only word that I don't have to struggle to pronounce. At plus 300 feels good.
When I was saying it rolled off the tongue. I'm gonna go with Baile. Oh, okay, you're changing it on the show sheet right now, but I'm gonna go with Baile inolvidable.
Oh, what Jay Walsh said. Baile inolvidable. I don't know.
Inolvidable.
I want to say the first one.
The first one translates to TT Asked Me. The second song is Unforgettable Dance. Alambre Puya is Barbed Wire, and then La Mudanza is The Move. So,
you know what? I think that's the move then. Give me the move to start us off.
Wow.
I'm 1 for 1 in this bet. People forget I won this last year with Kendrick Lamar.
And we had friend of the program, Allie Cohen, explain to you who Kendrick Lamar was and try and explain to you the Kendrick beef on these airwaves.
Actually, I believe Nick Bird is 2 for 2 because I believe he also got the final song bet correct. We didn't have it on our show sheet, but we talked about it. We all took
Not Like Us.
Am I blanking? Yeah, we all took Not Like Us. Nick Burt said TV Off, which was in fact the final song. So Nick Burt, I believe, was 2 for 2 with Kendrick Lamar.
Well, moving on to wardrobe choices. Now, I will admit I did look for odds on a certain bet, could not find them, and I decided not to get this show canceled. But these odds are real that I'm about to lay out for you. Bad Bunny's hat choice. You can bet on this on FanDuel Ontario. I kid you not. Will he be wearing a Pava hat at plus 125, no hat at plus 210, or a baseball cap at some point during the show at plus 380?
Why would he be wearing a Diego Pavia hat?
Pava hat, not a Diego Pavia.
What's the difference?
Yeah, do we have odds that he shows up in a Diego Pavia jersey?
I can get those for you. But a Pava hat, for those that don't know, apparently he wears it in his last album cover. It's like it's a straw type hat. So I'm gonna go no hat at plus 210. I doubt he wears a hat.
I'll go no hat.
This is a Super Bowl. It's not Wendy's.
Now are we talking he comes out in it or just, at any
some
point in the performance?
At some point he wears that hat. That's why I think these.
I think at some point he's gonna have a baseball cap on. I think that's the value play here at plus 380. I'm going baseball cap.
Do we have a pick, Jay or Nick?
I said no hat.
Oh, okay.
Give me a baseball hat.
Incredible. Moving on to Gatorade color. The odds have shifted this year. Orange still the favorite, plus 225. Blue, since both teams are blue colored, is the second favorite, plus 260, tied with lemon lime, so yellow/green. It's yellow, by the way. It's not green. Yellow Gatorade at plus 260. Purple plus 750. Red is plus 1100. Water plus 1100 as well. Nick, what color?
I saw some stats put up a few weeks ago, or not even a few weeks ago, it was a few days ago. My brain is fried. But it was Gatorade colors of the past like 15, 20 years. The one that came up the most was clear, but it did not come up since I believe like 2008 with the David Tyree catch. The most common recently has been blue, so give me blue.
I'm gonna go blue as well.
So I usually like to go with the traditional yellow here, especially because I do think the Seahawks are going to win, and it does kind of coordinate with their colors a little bit. However, in 2013 season, 2014 Super Bowl, when they beat the Broncos, the Seahawks had orange Gatorade. I'm going with orange here. I think they do it again.
Is there a single player on the Seahawks team that was on any of those teams? Either of those
Absolutely
teams?
not.
So I thought, give me purple at plus 750. Continuing on. Only a couple left. Scorigami. Yes, plus 2,500. No, minus 20,000. I'm going to pull up the Scorigami chart because I want to say yes, but I need to see like what a realistic score in my head like would look like. Because like this is gonna be like a 16, like a 19-13 type game. So I need to know what am I getting myself into by saying yes here. What am I rooting for? I feel like I'm rooting for squares.
Matt, I'm on the same page as you, and I think it is going to be that type of game, and that makes me believe that there is not going to be a Scorigami available because there have been so many, especially back in the day, there have been so many of those disgusting low-scoring football games.
We could get.
I'm taking no just because I'm not tempting that.
No, yeah, same for me.
I really want Scorigami to happen.
God, yeah, we're not getting it. Like this is everything short of 27 points is like 27's fucked. 28. No, we're not getting 11.
So
It sucks. Damn it.
we could see 14-8 here.
No, it would be that bad. The
No,
one
no, but hear me out. Hear me out. With the new philosophy that if you're down 2 touchdowns, you go for 2 on the first one.
I think I have one. I think I might see the number 32-22 or 32-15 might be the number if Seattle wins. Like if Seattle has their way offensively, they could get to 30. Like I think it's going to be the Patriots that are like if Seattle gets to 24 points, that game's over. So I'm going to go yes. I'm going to lean into because I still haven't decided who's going to win this football game, and I think I just did just to support my Scorigami bet. So. There you go. There you have it. I'm going yes, plus 2,500. Any other? Did everybody already place their picks?
Yes,
Okay.
I think.
Now, the most important game to be played.
No.
The most important game to be played on Sunday, 2 p.m. Discovery Channel, the 22nd edition. Team Rough versus Team Fluff. The Puppy Bowl. Last year, Team Rough was a big favorite, 9.5 point spread set by a certain person in this group. And Team Fluff with the upset 68-66 win. This year, Team Rough comes back as the favorite again, led by some star talent, including the odds-on favorite, who we will reveal in a second. Over under 138.5. I'm going over and Team Rough to win the Puppy Bowl in 2026.
I'll go Team Rough as well, but give me the under.
Well,
Defensive battle.
Jay hates fun.
No.
Jay does not want to see puppies score. Confirmed.
Puppies can defend.
Do they need to get these puppies in order, Jay?
Yeah, those puppies organized.
I'm also gonna go with Team Rough here. I think they're heated after what happened last year. They're coming back with a vengeance. I like Team Rough minus the 3.5 here. I am also gonna take the over because unlike Jay DeCoster, I do not hate fun, and I like to see puppies score touchdowns.
Give me Team Rough. Give me the over. Let's be real Americans here. Let's take the over in the Puppy Bowl, and let's move on with life.
Does make me a little nervous that we're all taking Team
I say
Rough.
we're all taking Team Roth. That is a little terrifying, but the over is ready to lock and load. Now, time for MVP odds. If you haven't seen the rosters for the Puppy Bowl, I encourage you to. 134 names this year or something. A lot of very adorable
137.
puppies. 137, thank you. A lot of puppies. And some senior puppies. I'm not sure how that works. Not sure what their role is in this game. But let's get to the MVP odds. And your odds-on favorite, Mr. Bird, I give you the honor of seeing. Hold on. Barker Playfield.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Barker Playfield plus 500,
No.
leading Team Rough to victory. Are you going to change your picks for
Matt,
Team
I
Fluff
just
now?
looked at this dog. No. This dog has no toughness at all. No. This is not happening.
It's not about the size. It's not about the size of the dog in the fight. It's about the size of the fight in the dog.
Not in the Puppy Bowl, Jay Walsh. This dog doesn't have what it takes to win the Puppy Bowl, let alone the MVP. No.
Wow. I love Barker Playfield. That might be my pick for MVP. But let's move on. I knew Nick was not going to like Barker Playfield, but it's fine. Moving on, the second favorite, also from Team Rough, Lobster Roll, a Bulldog Border Collie mix from Team Rough at plus 525. You have Carrie Pawshaw, the American Eskimo dog / Norwegian Elkhound for Team Rough at plus 600. Quarterback heavy offense for Team Rough. The best player on Team Fluff is Cinnamon at plus 650. We have Fudge, the Pomeranian Chihuahua mix for Team Fluff at plus 700. Cheesecake, the Shih Tzu miniature Schnauzer mix, plus 700 as well from Team Fluff. Queso from Team Rough is plus 800. From Team Fluff, you have Twiggy at plus 900. Good value pick here at plus 1150. Chapel Bone, a Pembroke Welsh Corgi for Team Fluff. Levi, a friend of the program, Allie Cohen's favorite at plus 1200. She's a big fan of Levi. That's her pick at plus 1200. Devon Tails Smith, the wideout from Team Rough at plus 1300. Augie from Team Rough at plus 1500. And then to round it out, the man in the middle, your rugged-nosed fullback, Rhett, the Basset Hound from Team Fluff at plus 200. He won the America's vote for the most popular starter. They did a fan vote this week of the cutest starters, and he is going to win. The voting closes tonight, but when I looked, he was up by a significant amount. Just your old classic Basset Hound that can't see through his eyelids. So, do we have any other picks for MVP?
Give me Devon Tails Smith.
I like Augie as a value play here, but it's hard to go against Barker Playfield. I mean,
it's very easy to go.
What else do I
against
need
him.
to say? What else do I need to say?
I like Levi. Levi's a very good value pick. I agree with Allie there. But you got to go lobster roll. Got to do that.
I would sprinkle my money around Barker Playfield. They have to sprinkle it. Everybody besides Nick should be sprinkling it. And then I think I got to go. I'm going to go with Augie. Augie's a good pick at plus 1500, even though Rhett's my guy. That's the type of toughness a Team Fluff is going to need if they want to pull off the upset. But with that, let's move into actual football talk now, I guess. But
Wow. Super Bowl.
Was it 60? 60? Yeah.
This is 60, Matt.
Patriots, Seahawks. Seahawks favored by 4.5. Over under 45.5. How we feeling, Mr. Jayla?
I'm going Seattle. I think first of all, the NFC is just a just better conference, better competition for Seattle. Had to go through LA, had to go through San Fran. That gauntlet of a division that had played them twice every time. I like Seattle in the spot. I like their defense way more, and I think Sam Darnold. I know it's a sketchy pick to pick Sam Darnold in a Super Bowl, but he's proved us wrong. He's played really well in these playoffs. They're going to lean on the run game with K9, and they got one of the best receivers in the game right now, JSN. So their defense is awesome. I'm going to take Seattle. I would lean the 4.5. I just think Seattle just such a more complete team. New England, I get it. They're really good, but they've also have benefited from a very easy schedule. So from all that, I have to go New England. I think I'm going under as well. I agree with you, Matt. It's going to be a sloppy game, defensive battle. Both these defenses are going to show up here, but I'm taking Seattle.
Mr. Walsh.
I see this game going one of two ways. Either Sam Darnold plays well and the Seahawks win this game by quite a bit, or I think the Patriots win a close one. I don't see the Seahawks winning a close game here because if it's close, it means that Sam Darnold isn't playing very well. And I think the Patriots win it in that circumstance. And I don't see the Patriots blowing out the Seahawks because the Seahawks are just too good. So I think it's probably more likely that Sam Darnold does well enough to get the job done. And I'm going to take the 4.5 for the Seahawks. But the point that I will make, and I have been critical of the schedule that the Patriots have played throughout the year. When it comes to the playoffs, this is by far going to be the best defense that Sam Darnold has faced in these playoffs. Not talking bad about any of the NFC playoff teams, but the Patriots have one of the best defenses in the NFL. There's no question about that. The Seahawks also have one of the best defenses in the NFL, but you can very easily make an argument that this is the third best defense that Drake May has faced in this playoff run. When you take into account, obviously, the Texans, the Broncos defense, which is phenomenal. I think he's going to come into this game ready to play. So I think Sam Darnold is going to have to show up in this game. I think that he probably will. Like I said, I think he'll have some early jitters, but I think he'll be able to settle in a little bit. So I am going to take the Seahawks. I don't necessarily love 4.5, but basically the way I see this game going is I think the Seahawks either win big or I think the Patriots win close. In terms of over under, I think I'd go under, but I don't know.
Mr. Burke.
Well, I already believe the game has already been decided. I don't think we really need to take a step on the field because I believe the winner has already been chosen. I'm going to name off some names. I want to see if you guys can tell me what the common denominator is here. Dan Quinn, Kyle Shanahan, Matt Patricia, Shane Steichen, and Jonathan Gannon.
Oh, I know where you're going with this. I'm not going to spoil it, but I know we already talked about this earlier this week, Nick. Anybody else want to take a guess before I reveal the answer? Jay is pondering the world. Racking his brain.
Go for it.
Those are all offensive coordinators that
Or defensive.
or defensive coordinators that had announced that they were going to be moving on following the Super Bowl. So, and the Seahawks offensive coordinator has already been named to be the Raiders head coach.
Yep.
Yes.
And all those coaches I named lost the Super Bowl. Patriots are winning this game because Clint Kubiak is distracted by the Raiders job, just like Matt Patricia was. He didn't know that Philly special was coming. He should have, but he was too focused on that Lions job that he did so well at. This is the Patriots game to lose. There's a lot of value there right now. And I hate to say it, but like the Patriots are going to win this game. That's just how it's going to play out. Drake May is going to do some stupid stuff again just to get by, but it's going to be enough to get them a win. Sam Darnold's going to see ghosts again. We're pulling out all the stops here. Patriots are winning the Super Bowl.
I've been torn all week. I really don't know. But I decided with the answer I've kind of come to is Sam Darnold isn't going to win them Sunday, but he's also not going to lose them Sunday. It also leads me into, and I will ask you for your MVP picks and some of your other maybe more traditional prop bets if anybody has any that are interested in sharing. Give me the Seahawks. I'm going to lean the over for my scoregami. It's going to be right on that 45 line. I think it's going to be close. But if with my 32-15 scoregami, that puts us at 47. So I'll go over. Kenneth Walker is going to win Super Bowl MVP, and the Seahawks are going to win. He's been their MVP of the playoffs through their first 2 games. He's now that Zach Charbonnet gets the hell out of the way because he's been hurt, and the Seahawks have to use K9, and he looks amazing. I know he's playing for a contract, and I know the Patriots run defense. That's what they do is they shut down the run. We as Michigan State fans have seen it before, where even with a bad offensive line and some sort of stout run defense, and Kenneth Walker says that doesn't matter. And I think in a big game like this, I feel good about a Spartan shown out. I don't think a quarterback is winning Super Bowl MVP because if it isn't K9, JSN will have to have an amazing game. If Sam Darnold somehow does have an effective day throwing the football, JSN might have 200 yards. So I think your best bet is to not bet a quarterback in terms of Super Bowl MVP. But I think K9 and also the Vegas books love Walker's odds, even for how good of a defense that the Patriots have. Like his total yardage number is at minus it's at 98.5 total yards for the game for over under. He has the best odds to have multiple touchdowns. So that kind of takes away from me wanting to put more money on him because there isn't as much juice there as I thought there would be. But give me the Seahawks in the over. Super Bowl champions. But who else are we taking for Super Bowl MVP? I can pull up the odds if anybody needs to be refreshed.
I honestly, because it's going to be a quarterback. That's just the way that this award has gone the past 2 years. Like, it took a lot for Cooper Kupp to be named MVP when he was. Same with Edelman. Like, to steal it out of a quarterback's hands, you're going to have a career game. So, it's really going to be either Drake May or Sam Darnold. I love that there's value around the board with other players. It's not going to be another one of those. It's going to be one of the two.
Why is it not pulling up my Super Bowl MVP odds, please? And thank you.
So a sneaky value play if you're going with Matt's idea of fading the quarterbacks. I'm not saying I necessarily agree with it, but according to the odds that I'm looking at, it's a sneaky value. Ramondre Stevenson is plus 2,800 right now. You can argue that through the playoffs, he has arguably been their offensive MVP. He's very quietly had a very good playoffs and end to the regular season. It would not surprise me if he went for 80 to 90 yards in this game and had 2 touchdowns. They might give it to him, especially if Drake May doesn't light it up through the air and the Patriots win a close, low-scoring game. I think that's a very, very good value play at plus 2,800.
I love the K9 odds. I mean, we're gonna be in a world where Sam Darnold's gonna win Super Bowl MVP. But I mean, JSN, that's another really good one. I mean, he's other than K9, he's their offense. Like they try to double team him a lot. I know they have Christian Gonzalez going up against him, but I like the JSN odds. I know it's a receiver, but I think JSN's decent value for how talented he is. I'm going to go JSN.
I do have a specialty bet ready for anybody who I forgot to put it on the prop bet section. I have never seen this before. Fastest player with a touch, fastest ball carrier at any point in the game on Sunday, tracked by Next Gen Stats.
Wow, it's going to be Shaheed.
Shaheed is not the favorite. Shaheed is not the odds favorite, even though he is the fastest player. So if he does get an opportunity to break free, he will. Like I think that one, like you have to bet Shaheed simply because if he gets loose on a play, he will be gone. But he has to be carrying the football, I believe. So I believe the odds leader
who's the odds-on favorite?
I think JSN is still the leader. I can go back and find it. It was on FanDuel.
I feel like you have to bet Shaheed there because, I mean, on punt and kick returns, he's gonna. I mean, if he gets past the 30-yard line on a kick return untouched, he's going to have the fastest mark because he's already basically up to top speed at that point.
Interesting value. I kind of like where you're going with this one. That is a very interesting bet. I am glad you brought that up, Matt, because now I am very much thinking about this, and I really shouldn't be probably thinking this much about somebody's top speed in the Super Bowl.
So I can find it. God, there's so much random bets in this damn game. It's stupid.
So, in case anyone is curious, I'm looking at Super Bowl MVP odds according to Fox Sports right now. Josh Dobbs, current backup quarterback for the Patriots, is plus 12,000. Jason Myers, kicker for the Seahawks, is plus 10,000. Cooper Kupp is also plus 10,000 to become a 2-time Super Bowl MVP, which is interesting to me. Travion Henderson is plus 12.5. Kayshon Boutte is also 12.5, which I think is not a bad value play. Once we get past there, we start getting into a lot of the Patriots' defensive players, which I think could potentially be a decent value. Like if you told me, I mean, Christian Gonzalez at plus 15,000, you tell me he has 2 picks and a couple pass breakups, and they just absolutely shut down the Seahawks offense. I'm not saying that it's going to happen by any means, but that's for plus 15,000 odds. That's not the worst dollar that you could throw.
So I have found there's 2 different speed bets you can bet. You can bet player fastest ball carry speed. So you can bet the over-under of 19.5 miles an hour for Rashid Shaheed at minus 114. Or further on down the list, there is fastest offensive ball carry recorded. JSN at plus 280 is the favorite. Then Kenneth Walker at plus 350. Would anybody like to guess who is the odds favorite for the Patriots?
I'm just going to go with Diggs.
Nope.
Boutte.
Nope.
I'm going to say Travion Henderson.
He is second on the Patriots, but no. It's Drake May at plus 400. And then Rashid Shaheed is at plus 420. So they have him 4th behind the 3 guys who touched the ball the most out of anybody in that game. But those odds are interesting. Plus 420 for Rashid Shaheed is very tempting.
Well, so is that purely offensive? So special teams don't count?
It just says fastest offensive ball carry recorded. It might be only on a reception. It says it's a loss if they have no reception / carry. So I believe it is just on a cap.
Then that does change the value for Rashid Shaheed for sure. Because, I mean, that means that he has to catch a long touchdown pass.
You could also give Rashid Shaheed at plus 650 for ball carrier to record the longest total distance in a single play from scrimmage. So he could have the biggest chunk play of the game at plus 650. Just saying. A lot of weird ass bets on here with the next gen stats. I also like JSN at plus 4,000 to have an octopus. If somebody's going to have an octopus on Sunday, it'll be JSN. And K9 actually has the best odds for that, but I think JSN would be the one. They'd be the only one I would even be willing to bet.
Is there just odds for an octopus in the game?
There is. I would have to go and find it somewhere on this fucking godforsaken list. I mean, there's just some of these are just unnecessary.
I mean, it's the Super Bowl, so
Like, who will catch a pass first, JSN or AJ Barner?
Yeah, just so
Who
you know,
is
we
that?
don't really have room to talk about unnecessary bets, considering we spent the first 40 minutes of this show going through like every possible unnecessary bet.
I don't know. Some of these are bad.
let's hit up the poly market, see what else we got
Jesus.
out there.
I went on there and I it was a cesspool. I immediately closed my tab. I probably have fucking viruses in my computer now. Fucking Norton working overtime to keep my laptop safe. God, who's ready for the Kelshi ad on Sunday?
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Anyways,
Who's ready for Kelshi to fold when they inevitably get sued by 8 million different people? It's going to happen at some point.
probably. But well, I think that's all we have for football talk. I can't find any of these bets.
Folks, I have a poly market here.
Okay.
Who will perform at the 2026 Pro Football Championship halftime show? Bad Bunny is at 99%. Folks, they're giving away free money.
Me when he gets sick the day before.
Wow. Folks, it's going to be, well, I don't even know if I can say it's going to be a great game because I saw a tweet out there that says the build-up to this game feels like a normal Week 7 game. It's kind of true. Like, it is what it is.
Fair, but I think it honestly will be a good game because people are like, there's no expectation for it to be a great game. But I mean, I will be an all-timer, probably not. But I have a bet, even though I'm not quite sure what the odds are yet. I'm coming up with it as I speak. What will be the first appetizer that Jay DeCoster picks up at a Super Bowl viewing party on Sunday afternoon?
Wait, the first odds should be, is Jay even going to a Super Bowl party after his rant from 2 weeks
Hell
ago?
no. Especially after the shit
Debacle.
show I had to deal with a few weeks ago. Even though my team isn't playing in it, and I really don't care, but still.
Will over under amount of people in the room with Jay DeCoster while he watches the Super Bowl?
Does Buck DeCoster count as a person or not?
Yes, he's a person.
Buck DeCoster is a person, so I'm going. That's automatically what 4 other people. I'm going under 5.5. There's gonna be maybe one other person.
The under is like minus 1,000.
Oh.
So there you go.
Over under
Until
3.5.
Lance invites himself over.
What's that?
I said,
Oh yeah,
until
yeah.
Lance
So Lance can play his game.
Yes.
He can play it on Super Bowl Sunday.
You can borrow your box.
What's the go-to appetizer in the Merrifield household that Mike's gonna be making?
Let's see. The platter will include, we're gonna have pulled pork sliders. We're making wings. We got these crab rangoon bites that we're gonna be making. Maybe pigs in a blanket. I don't know if those will be made this time.
I love pigs in a blanket. That's a classic.
And then there's one other thing I'm missing. And,
Does he make any like good dips?
I'm sure there'll be a dip or two, but we're trying to keep it a lower key. I'm not sure how that's going to turn out, but we don't do anything big for the Super Bowl. My father claims he's not watching, so it's a lie.
Yes, he is.
He claims he's not watching.
He's just gonna watch Seinfeld or whatever.
Yep.
He's just not gonna watch.
I can't wait for halftime. Should be a comment, so I'm sure comments will be made. But anywho,
yeah, it's the same for my household. But anyways, we're gonna leave that be.
Anything else to share about the Super Bowl before we get canceled?
Yeah, exactly.
Folks, how many viewers are there going to be for the alternate halftime show?
I was trying to find a way to bring that up, and I just thought it was best if I didn't say anything. So thank you, Nick.
I don't know how they're going to record odds for or numbers for this because I don't know where this thing's being shown.
I feel like you have to be like on a certain like you got to be on like a subscription list or something to receive the link to watch or something like that. It's gonna be like a secret passcode.
What's
Probably.
the alternate? What is
Kid Rock.
alternate? Oh, Kid Rock.
Kid Rock, Lee Bryce, and I forget what the other performance artists are.
Gabby Barrett, like a lot of country people, and Kid Rock.
586 legend.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyways, Nick, I'm gonna hand it back over to you to end the show before anything else happens.
Is Chris Collinsworth going to bring up Mahomes?
God, I hope not.
You know he's going to.
How many Olympic ads how many times will they bring up that Mike Tirico's doing the Olympics right after the game ends?
He loves the Olympics. I'd love to Rico, but I don't know. We get it. You're broadcasting the Olympics.
Well,
I don't know if you've heard, Jay, but Tirico's broadcasting the Olympics.
Yes, he's from Michigan.
This is true.
Ann
He
Arbor.
went to a god-awful university.
well, go Orange.
I won't bring up the top 20 that I saw them in yesterday. I don't even think I sent that to you, Matt, but it may have to do with being mentioned a few times in certain files. We'll just leave it at that.
We are getting dangerously close.
Anyways,
to some
hey, shout out
cancelable conversations here.
Joe Tooney for winning the inaugural Protection of the Year award. When was that a thing? They just created it, so shout out Joe Tooney.
Okay.
Iron Man.
Folks, let's wrap it up here. We have reached the end of this football season. Does that mean it's the end for the Merrifield Sportsbook Show? Of course not.
Hell no.
It never ends.
We got
Except
basketball.
Show goes on.
the show does go on. Basketball season, flying fast and quick. Does anybody have anything basketball-wise for this weekend? I don't even know the slate, so.
We got pretty good
Saturday
slate.
night.
I mean,
Saturday night.
Saturday night's loaded.
2 words. Well, there's like 3 games. I don't even know how many games there are. Michigan State, Illinois. The 10 o'clock game is
BYU, Houston.
Yeah, 10:30 is Houston, BYU. And there's another 6. Duke UNC is at 6:30, whatever ESPN does now. They just change around the tip-off times willy-nilly. But those 3 games, must-see TV. Chris Paul, Steve Nash, AJ DeBanza, Kingston Fleming, Jeremy Fears kicking people.
He's not going to start. He will be out for the first 4 minutes.
He's starting. There is no way he doesn't start.
He'll be out for like 2 minutes. Send him a message.
Denim Wojcik starts that game on Saturday night. I swear to God.
I'm going to puke. If he start, I'll be at Breslau. I'm going to boo. I will literally boo his ass. I can't stand that guy.
Play Fortmore, please. I don't care if he can't play defense.
Matt, don't we have
Would mine possible?
All right, cool.
Great point, Jay Walsh.
Matt, don't we have another important game on Saturday night? Isn't it the one and only duel in the D?
Yeah, it's at 6:30 for some reason.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I don't have a ticket, unfortunately. I wish I did. But biggest game of the day in college basketball will be Division II JUCO between Macomb and Henry Ford. Big battle at the top of the MCCAA East.
Wow.
So make sure to tune in for the women's game beforehand, where Macomb is 22-0 all time against Henry Ford. And some of their players' stat pages aren't linked up to the box scores. So it says they've only played 1 game, but they've been on the team all year. Great stuff happening at the Division II JUCO level. So go Monarchs.
Wow. Well, Matt, I think we should just wrap it up there. So for Matt Merrifield, Jay Walsh, Jay DeCoster, myself, Nick Burt, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, like I said, football season may be over, but the show goes on. We will be back next week recapping it all and then doing a lot of college basketball because, folks, March is near. It's close. You can almost smell it. We're going to be there for it. So thank you so much for watching. We will see you again next week for another episode of the Merrifield Sportsbook Show.